Everything is just drenched. I'm sure you can see. You see that? My air mat is icing over. So I'm out tonight to test a outdoor vitals sleeping bag. Now through the summer I talked about these sort of videos quite a bit, saying I want to get out, get the sleeping bags, test them in minus temperatures. Now tonight it's going to be -3. There's a cold nip in the air already, but I'm sure we can find somewhere to camp round about this local farmland. Now why am I using this farmland is because what I'm doing, you know, I could be cold and I'm going to be in my sleeping bag very, very early. And if the sleeping bag fails or it don't keep me warm, then I'm not millions of miles away from home. It takes me hours to get back. I'm 20 minutes away. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to make out like I've travelled miles, I've hiked up mountains. I'm 20 minutes away, walk home. I want to camp here, somewhere on that bank in there, because I can hear this little stream all night. Yeah, I'm happy about that. If I camp somewhere up here, yeah, it's not gonna, I don't think we're gonna get a flooding or out. So I'm actually thinking probably just about there. It's sort of in a dip as well, so it might not be too bad. Right, so there's just a couple of dog walkers around. I don't really want to be set up yet. There's no big issues about me being on this land. It's just, they're going to come over, they're going to talk, ask what you're doing, ask you you're right in the head, you know, for doing this and stuff. So I'd rather just try and avoid them at the moment. But like I said earlier, most of my evening will be in my sleeping bag. So this video may not be too long. It's just more of me testing the equipment, and if you're thinking about buying the air mat I'm using or even the sleeping bag that I use, you know, it's a good insight for yourself what temperatures it will do good at. Like I said, tonight it's -3. Friday night, Saturday night, I think it's supposed to warm up a little bit. But like I said, tonight, Thursday night, it's meant to get to -3. It's quite early, isn't it, for the UK to have these colder temperatures. Now I'm not going to do a million different angles like I did in my previous video, because end of the day, like I said, I don't want to be seen moving around just to get a few different photos. So for tea tonight is chicken tikka masala, and I do have some rice. Yeah, it'll be alright there. Got some gas. I got my outdoor vitals air mat. Now I'm going to blow this up, so I want to be sat on this really, and sat on the hard ground, because you get piles, don't you, apparently, if you sit on the hard ground, hard cold ground for too long. Get that right, apparently you get piles if you sit on the hard cold ground for too long, something like that. Anyway, my sleeping bag isn't here, but at the moment the number one thing is I want to get off this cold ground. an air. Keep that there, keep that safe, so I know where it is. So what I'm looking to do now is getting stuff sorted early. Like I said already, I'm going to be in my sleeping bag most of the night, and I've got to accept that if I'm going to test the equipment, it has to be tested. Now, if you've not got the right equipment, winter equipment let's say, don't try this, because you really do need to make sure your equipment that you've got is suitable for minus temperatures. It's alright buying a sleeping bag off Amazon, eBay let's say, Go Outdoors, Blacks, Millets, Walmart if you're in America, and you don't know if that equipment's right for the winter time. You could seriously put yourself into a lot of danger. Like tonight, it's only -3, but to some people coming out with the wrong equipment, that is very dangerous. So I was just thinking to myself then, this gas ain't burning as well as it should be. So I think I'm going to have to start looking at buying some gas what's good for the winter time. So that's something I can look into when I'm laying in my sleeping bag in a bit. So I know what people are going to ask is, why did I boil it in this cup? Basically, my OX Hero stove, I'm going to be doing my cooking in that, and I don't really fancy boiling water for drink through the night once I've had food cooking in it. I could wash it in the stream, fair dues, but I thought I'd bring one for eating and one for boiling. Now, yeah, I could have just drunk it out of this instead of pouring it into this collapsible silicone cup, but if you've done this sort of stuff before, or you've watched a lot of other YouTubers, boiling them in this titanium cup, the rim gets really hot, and when you're drinking it, you're forever burning your lips on the sides. So I thought I'd just bring my little silicone collapsible cup, safer to drink it, this ain't going to get too warm. It's a lot better. And I can still hold on to it to warm my hands up. But yeah, I'm going to look at buying some winter footwear now, because I've got thick socks on, but I can feel the cold a little bit in my feet, and having cold feet is not the best. So I think after tonight, even tonight when I'm in my sleeping bag, I will look for some winter boots, some really recommended ones. If you've got any ideas, please do put it in comments and let me know. But yeah, some nice winter boots is next what I need to buy. Right, so it's 6:20. I'm going to think about making my dinner because I am getting hungry. I just hope this chicken tikka masala's nice. I've got some rice of it, so it shouldn't be too bad. No, it is cheaper than buying the meal bags what I show on the channel. Just doing this, but the meal bags you don't have a lot of washing up to do with it, do you, like this? With this you've got the tin, you've got to get rid of the tin, you've got to wash your pot out afterwards. At least with the bags you don't have to do this. And I could have done this at home. Yeah, I could have done this at home, made this, but I had to nip to the shop to buy the rice. Cheap rice, £1.19. It's part of the Tesco's family range as well. I'm not sure if we have to just stick it all in and boil it away, but that's what I will do. Oh, I remember what I did last time I had something like this. I put a little bit of water in it as well. Only a little bit. Just so it helped it boil it, you know, not baked it to the bottom of the pot. I do get big lumps of chicken. I think this tin of food cost me £1.99, and then the rice were £1.19. So what's that? £3.18 for this meal, and you're probably going to get more than this than you are in the meal bags as well. Just need to find that connection. There we go. It's definitely getting a bit colder now. A nice warm meal though. So I'm looking forward to my little cook set. Whew. Get the steam on that. Oh yes, lovely warm food. I've looked up the sleeping bag. It's good for minus 1.1. It's going to be minus 3 tonight. It might be alright, you know. I think it might be alright. Really should have brought the blue one to test. The blue inner. If I'm right, I think the blue inner is down to minus 9 and the green inner is down to minus 17, I think. But I've seen online people talking about this red inner, saying they were down to minus 8 and they said they were alright in it, so I'll just give it a try myself. Very nice dinner though. My little OAX hero cooks it. Right, so I'm getting a bit sick of standing around in cold. I'm sure you can see. You see that? My air mat is icing over. Let me see if you could see that. Yeah, you can look. So the air mat is starting to look cold. So I am expecting frost on the sleeping bag in the morning, and that is going to give me a good indication if this sleeping bag is as good as I want it to be. This is the red inner. It's got neck baffles. The top of your head here is more padded as well to give your head a bit of extra warmth. The foot box is the same. Gets you down to minus 1. Well, it says 1.1, but we're going to test it. Now I can't be guaranteed sure that it is going to get down to minus 3 tonight. We're just going by what the weather people have said. I could have got a temperature gauge thing and tested it. Maybe it's something I need to look at it still so we can get a true measurement. But you've already measured a true temperature gauge thing on it. But you can still see anywhere, but my air mat is starting to freeze, so the temperature is dropping. You do need a hat on as well, because by God you have your head out of this like this. My head feels it. Yeah, I'm not just saying it, but the bottom of the sleeping bag is warming up nicely. Do you sleep with your clothes on or off? That is always a subject what I like to look into sometimes, because some people say, nah, take your clothes off, your body heat would leave your body quicker and warm the air up inside the bag. But and then some people talk about, you know, sleeping fully clothed like the army people do, in case they get sprung of attack, let's say. Last thing we want to do is get up out of the sleeping bags, or whatever they're sleeping, to be fair, but quickly get dressed, put the boots on and stuff, and then fight back. You know, it makes more sense to sleep with your clothes on, doesn't it? And then if you are attacked or you think something's wrong, my trainers are there. I can just throw my trainers on and I'm ready to see what the issue is. So yeah, I've just answered my own question, but let me know your thoughts about it. But yeah, I'm warming up. I don't think it's got to its coldest yet outside, but definitely warming up. Look at that. I don't think you can see it. I'm surviving -3. How dangerous. I would love to be in the minus, 40s and stuff like that. But over here in UK, the best. Look, you see how much it's lofting up already. Over in UK, -9, 10 is the best sometimes. I think last year we got to -12, but that's a freak occasion, that. I am warming up. I just love these Outdoor Vital sleeping bags. Centre zip, neck baffles, everything's just great. I'll bring you back in a couple of hours. I've got to unzip it now to stop the camera. So any body heat that I built up, look at that, you can just see it, can't you? How much it's lofting up. Gets you down to -1, slightly over -1. But yeah, I'm feeling it, it's beautiful. Oh, it's a problem, you get comfortable and warm and you need the toilet. Right, so it is starting to get a bit colder again. It's 8 o'clock, and every time I open this sleeping bag to press record, I'm actually losing the heat that I built up inside of it, and I really don't want that. Am I feeling cold? Not cold in like uncomfortably cold. My feet are cold, but that's because the socks are a little bit wet from not having the right footwear. Let's say my elbows and my butt is pushing up against the material of the sleeping bag. I'm not feeling no cold patches yet either. It is always good to wear your hat as well. I think your hat keeps your body heating and it helps keeps you a lot warmer. I'm feeling slight cold patches through the sleeping bag, just round like the bottom half, just here where your hip goes down a bit. I'm just feeling cold patches there, but my feet are lovely and warm now. My top half is roasting, and it don't matter now I'm opening it like this a little bit. The top half is really warm. I'm just feeling some cold patches coming in. Not coming in, but I'm struggling to heat up the middle of the sleeping bag. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know if I'm losing heat from that side. Yeah, I'm losing heat from the centre of the sleeping bag. But at the top here, this is like toasty warm. My feet are warm. Like I say, it's the centre of the sleeping bag from my hips down a little bit. I'm losing a lot of heat there. Now it could be down to the sleeping bag being slightly below what they recommend. But is it -3 yet? I don't know. But all I know is I am losing a bit of heat in the centre of the sleeping bag. But it's all good indication for me, innit? Well, good morning, people. been drizzling most at night. I didn't realise I must have been so warm. I just slept most of the night. It's not normal for me. I think in a hammock I don't sleep well at all. In tents I sleep but I wake up a lot. But I don't know if it's something to do with the, you know, not in a tent, let's say, the freedom around me. Oh God, I just woke up. I can't concentrate. But yeah, everything is just drenched. Just so wet. I rode over and I thought, where's snow gone? And I put my head out and I can feel the slight rain in the air. My coat's getting wetter now already. It's not hammering it down, it's just that fine stuff that gets you wet. Oh, this sleeping bag is so wet on the outside. So I'm going to have to probably leave this hung up in the bathroom or even put it in dry on a very low heat for a short period of time. Right, so I've just sort of got everything in the bag and packed away and started walking off. Like I say, like last night, this is a very popular area for dog walkers, so I always wanted to be up early. And when I say early, it's 7:15. It's not that early, to be fair, to get up and go for camping. Now the sleeping bag, yeah, the centre part were a lot cooler and colder, let's say, than the top and the bottom. I think anything below -1, I'll just bring out the blue inner. A good test, and I do enjoy doing tests like this. Like I said, yeah, last night to you, if all went wrong and it was really bad, I could have just gone home very easily. There's no competition. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just testing my equipment. Now, if you want to see more of me and what I get up to, you can press to see proper camping videos, let's say, where I use hot tents and stuff. This was a good camp, it was more of a test. But you can check this out here. I'll put another video there for you. But I'm going to get home, because as usual, I need the number 2, and I'm not doing it out in the open field for the dog to come past sniffing my bum, because it would happen. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.